When it comes to Smallville, there were many ships. Chlark, Clana, Clois, Lexana, and even Clex. For the most part, I shipped Chlark, Clana, and Clois at different stages of the original run, and now I am firmly in the Clois camp. I even did a video on the evolution of Clois. You can find that video here. But looking back on the many ups and downs of Clana, I had to admit they were low-key toxic. Lana was always supposed to represent the young puppy love phase of Clark Kent's life. But this puppy really needed to be put down. And the toxicity came from both sides. Clark had poor Lana on a merry-go-round of emotions from the very start. At the beginning, he pined for her, spying on her from his barn using his telescope. Once all obstacles were gone and there was a clear path for Clark, he couldn't make up his mind whether he wanted to be with her or protect her from his secret. Even after sharing his secret with Pete and then Chloe, he still felt the need to keep Lana in the dark. So started their on-again, off-again romance. Not unlike Peter Parker in Spider-Man 2, who had turned down Mary Jane in order to protect her, but then ran in her face as soon as his powers was on the blitz. Clark would keep Lana at arm's length, but suddenly change his mind as soon as he thought his powers were gone as well. Lana tried to get off the Clark merry-go-round by dating Jason. But then that whole relationship went sideways because of Clark, despite the fact that he did his best to stay out of it. I mean, it's Smallville. Everything revolves around Clark. Then when she and Clark got back together, everything was great for like 2 days. Then Clark went back to keeping her at arm's length and hiding things from her. This would lead her into an alliance with Lex, Clark's former best friend, and by the end of season 5, his worst enemy. That alliance led to a pregnancy and an engagement. Now here's what I hate most about Lexana. I do not subscribe to the Manosphere's philosophy of women being used up or hitting a wall. But the truth is, once Lana got with Lex, she was tainted. She was fundamentally changed and she became toxic. Lana had her suspicions about Clark for years, but once she was with Lex, his sneaky underhandedness began to rub off on her, and she got the idea to use Chloe as bait to find out Clark's secret. When Lionel told her that he knew how to kill Clark and she had no choice but to marry Lex.
You think Clark's invincible? Not so. Like every hero, he has an Achilles heel, a weakness. I know what it is.
She spent her time spying on Lex and creating a plan to Gone Girl his life. And she almost succeeded. When she came back, she was obsessed with getting back at Lex.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
One time, she suddenly gained Clark's powers, and all she wanted to do was kill Lex. Then there was the time that Clark was frozen in ice at the Fortress of Solitude, and Bizarro took his place for 2 whole weeks. And Lana had no idea he wasn't Clark.
You've only been gone an hour.
Lana, I've been gone for weeks. No, Lana, that wasn't me. It was the Phantom. Lana, he looks exactly like me. Jor-El trapped me in the fortress. He released me to stop the Phantom.
Mainly because he was Bizarro and evil and co-signing her revenge on Lex. Chloe came back and in 5 minutes knew that Bizarro wasn't Clark.
You never forget anything. Your mind's like a titanium trap.
Look, do you remember where I put the shield or not?
Sorry, Clark, I can't help you.
Then finally, Lana was kidnapped by Lex's henchmen and they forced her to do a Dear John video to Clark. When she got away, did she go back to Clark? No. She continued with her obsession of bringing down Lex. Until finally, she stole something from Lex that gave her superpowers like Clark, but it caused her to absorb kryptonite, making her physically toxic to Chlark. So they finally broke up for good because just being in her presence could kill Chlark. And that sums up Clana for me. Don't get me wrong. In the beginning, I rooted for Clana just like everybody else. But once she got with Lex, there just was no going back. So, are you a Clana shipper? Why? Let me know in the comments below. And let me know if there's something you would like to see me talk about. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to know the next time I upload or go live.